Hi, this is Jana from Questa. I just want to take a few minutes to walk you through our programs and give you the Questa program refresher this year. So I'm going to share my screen and we're just going to go ahead and jump on the Questa Foundation website found at questafoundation.org. All right, so here we are. We're out here on our website. And of course, the first place I'm going to direct you to is going to be that program piece. Underneath the program tab, you're going to see that there are multiple things. You have your overview, your traditional, contemporary, and specialized career scholars program. We're going to go ahead and jump into that traditional program. All right, on the traditional scholars program, not any major changes this year to the program. We're still looking for that high school senior as well as that freshman in college who is needing some assistance as they are earning their education here in Indiana. 2.5 GPA, the requirements are still for Northeast Indiana County resident to be in our program. As you'll notice down here is our dates for the application. So the application will open on December 1st through March 15th. If students come out to our website before December 1st, they can click on this inquire button right here. And that way they can leave their name and contact information and we'll get them in the loop to make sure we're communicating with them about when the application opens. So with the application opening in December 1st, they can go out and begin the application again with the March 15th deadline. Anytime between December 1st and March 15th, they can complete their app. No major changes to the application process this year. I do know that there might be a little bit of a delay in them being able to complete it because of that FAFSA. I understand that that FAFSA date is scheduled for like mid-December at this point. So whenever FAFSA is ready and can be completed, and then their report uploaded to our application, then they can finish up their application at that time. But they can log on as early as December 1st, create the application, start the profile, begin that essay portion as well, or what we like to refer to as supplemental questions. They can work on that and get all that information together. The other thing I wanted to point out too is we do have frequently asked questions out here. Feel free to scroll through that. There might be some things out there that are common questions that the students are asking you, and hopefully we've already answered it. If not, you can contact anyone here at Questa and we'll be happy to help you out with that. I'm going to jump back up to the top again, and we're going to jump into the Contemporary Scholars Program. The Contemporary Scholars Program is intended for again, those Northeast Indiana students. We're looking more at individuals who are will be completing their degree within the next couple of years. So within about 2-year timeline is what we're really looking for in Northeast Indiana. Same features of our traditional scholars program. The big differences here is the fact that we're looking at a shorter term on funding, as well as being able to help individuals who are part-time students. Unlike the traditional program where we're looking for a full-time student, we also can do both part-time and full-time in the Contemporary Scholars. The one thing I did want to point out on the application too is this one is open year-round. So they can inquire if they just want to get a touch base with us to find out if this is really the right program for them, or they can hit the apply now button and go ahead and get that process started. But one thing I wanted to note is with our Contemporary Scholars Program, it is open year-round. However, there are some funding buckets that we have more money, so more students are able to be helped if they are within these certain degree programs. So they're right here: manufacturing, healthcare, women in business, computer science, and STEM. Now, all majors can apply to our Contemporary Scholars Program, but we definitely have greater funding availability in the ones that are listed in the colors around the edge of the circle here. For students who are not hitting into one of our primary focus areas for funding, they would want to apply as early as June 1st if they're looking for fall funding. If we are looking at helping someone, maybe that's looking at funding for spring, have them apply in November, or, end of October, beginning of November, to try to get that funding. That's when we'll have the most availability of funding that is not necessarily designated to these buckets that we have listed around here. So that would give them the best opportunity to get in the program. And we'd be looking for a very strong application as well. So that is just a couple extra tidbits to help you out with that when you're working with a contemporary scholar. I'm going to jump back up and we're going to go into our specialized career scholar programs. Now, this area has really grown over the last couple years. And with our specialized career scholar programs, what we're doing is we're allowing individuals to be matched up with that potential future employer. This allows a student to receive funding while they're in school, and then they make a work back commitment to that funder for anywhere from 1 to, I think we got 3 or 4 years out that they're making that commitment for, depending upon the program that they're getting into. And the funding in this program, you're going to notice one of the big differences is the fact that it can be 100% forgivable through this specialized career program. Whereas on our traditional and contemporary, we're looking at up to 75%. So this is definitely a very great opportunity for students if they meet the criteria for one of these programs. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of bum through the programs here a little bit. And the first one we're going to look at is that Bowen Center. So Bowen is offering 2 different styles of programs. The first one is for their employees. So current employees at Bowen, we're assisting them with up to $15,000 with forgivable loans. And that is just the eligibility is through Bowen Center. So they would just apply to our application website. And then once they're approved, then we will be funding them. They will then have a 4-year work back commitment to receive that $15,000 completely free to them. The second part is for individuals who are not currently working at Bowen, but would like to in the future. So we're assisting individuals that are in their junior or senior year of their degree completion and looking at Bowen Center as their future career. And so they can receive $5,000 a year for each year, so up to $10,000 for 2 years. And then when they live in or work at Bowen Center afterwards for 2 years, they will receive that money completely free to them. All right, moving over to our Cardinal Services. I like to call this our unicorn because we're looking for one individual that is specializing in a music therapy. Cardinal Services is willing to pay for the entire master's program for music therapy. They can also work at Cardinal Services while they are in the program. And then once they complete the program, they will then work for Cardinal Services for 5 years afterwards. Again, this is completely paying for that master's in music therapy degree. So a huge opportunity for individuals. Scrolling right along, we're going to move on over to Cameron Memorial Health. They are offering, again, that $5,000 a year for 2 years for individuals that are trying to complete their degree in nursing, occupational therapy, physical therapy, respiratory therapy, surgical technology. So multiple degrees that they're looking for to help students out with. $5,000 a year for up to 2 years, and it's 100% forgiven when they work at Cameron Hospital for 2 years following their graduation. Keep in mind, Cameron Hospital is located in Angola, Indiana. So it's just another feature for our up north partners. O&E is another one that's offering $5,000 a year for up to 2 years for someone completing either their certificate or associate's degree as a CMA. So $5,000 a year, 2 years, and then they will then work at O&E afterwards for 3 years to receive it fully forgiven. Moving right along, we have Brotherhood Mutual. Now, this is actually an internship program. So it's combining an internship that is paid through Brotherhood Mutual with our normal funding in our program. So again, looking at a junior or senior that is interested in working at Brotherhood Mutual upon graduation, they can apply to the program and then do an internship with Brotherhood that is paid during the summer typically. They also will arrange for fall, spring if that would fit into the student schedules. And then as long as the internship goes well, Questa funds them for $5,000 during that school year. We can repeat that up to 2 years. Once they graduate, they will then work at Brotherhood Mutual for 2 years to receive the 100% forgiveness in the program. All right, so then we're going to move right along to Parkview Health. And on this one, I'm just going to go ahead and click the Learn More. And the reason I'm doing that is because with Parkview, we have really expanded our programming with them. And so I want to make sure that we're looking at all of the features that are offered through Parkview right now. One that just kicked off this year is the Parkview Opportunity Scholars Program. That is focusing on seniors, high school seniors that are graduating from Fort Wayne Community Schools that are then going to Ivy Tech to receive an associate's degree. They're receiving $10,000, which is fully forgiven when they work at Parkview for 1 year after graduation from Ivy Tech. Following that is our nursing candidate program. This program is looking for ASN to BSN students within the last 12 months of completing their degree. They will receive $5,000 through Questa, and when they make that 1 year work commitment at Parkview, it is absolutely free to them. And also included on that is an LPN candidate award, and that is for LPN students within their last 12 months. They can receive $2,500 as they're completing that licensure. Again, they will make that 1 year work back commitment at Parkview to receive it free to them. Another new one that we started this year is a partnership between Huntington University, Indiana Tech, Questa, and of course Parkview. That we're offering the Parkview ABSN program. It is a 13.5-month accelerated program where Parkview is helping out with $30,000 to cover this program that can then be completely forgiven for the students when they work at Parkview for 3 years after graduation. Following that is the one program that we started it all with, and that is the Parkview Coworker Assistance Program. With the Parkview Coworker Assistance Program, this is intended for individuals who are currently working at Parkview and looking to go back to upscale their degree. So that might be someone that's looking to get into nursing through either an ASN or a BSN program, or surgical technology, as well as PharmD. They can receive $7,500 each year as they're pursuing those degrees. We pair our program with the Parkview Tuition Assistance Program that's currently offered. So between the Questa program and Parkview's Tuition Assistance, that will allow students to receive their funding and should receive it for free as well. Of course, they'll have that work back commitment with Parkview because it's $1 per hour, I believe. And then Questa has a work back commitment as well of 5 years in the region in order to receive the funding for free. So it's a great opportunity for those coworkers. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and move on out of our Parkview program, and we're going to move right along into our next specialized scholar program, and that is with AWS Foundation. So AWS has 2 different programs that they offer. The first one is for special education, looking at individuals that are receiving their degree, and it can be an undergraduate degree. So if it's a bachelor degree with a concentration or focus in special education, they can receive funding through the program, as well as if someone's going back to school to receive their licensure or master's degree in special education. With that program, they can receive $5,000 each year through their completion of their program, and then they will do a 5-year work back commitment in a public school system in Northeast Indiana as a special education teacher, and that is how they receive the funding for free. Additionally, we have the speech language pathology program. In that program, students in their master's program can receive $10,000 each year. So for 2 years, that's $20,000 to help them complete their speech language pathology master's degree. They too will have a work back commitment of 5 years, Northeast Indiana public school system, working as a speech language pathology teacher. Additionally, we wanted to mention we have a employer-based program with Stillwater Hospice. They're allowing current employees of Stillwater Hospice, to receive funding through us as they're going back and seeking that next level of education. So really great opportunity for them there as well. So there are our specialized career. As I mentioned, they continue to grow as we work with more employers throughout our region who are looking to find those ideal candidates in the future. Before we wrap up today, I would like to also show you on our website our digital toolkit. That is found at the bottom of our website. And this digital toolkit, you might remember, we shared it in the years past, but we had it was a Google Doc type of thing. Now we decided let's move it onto the website, make it a little bit easier for access. So out there, we do have a program eligibility matrix. If you recall, that's the one where it's on a spreadsheet. So you can maybe hopefully easier define what type of programs would best fit your student, because you can look by county as well as what year they're in school, whether they're like a sophomore or a junior, what is their degree going to be in. So using those search criteria, you can pinpoint and understand what program might fit them best to apply for. Then below that matrix link is all of our brochures and flyers for all of our programs. So we start off then with that traditional scholars, contemporary, and then we go into our specialized funding opportunities, as well as our specialized career programs. So feel free to share any of these resources with your students. Help them in any way that you possibly can. We appreciate that. And of course, if there's ever any questions, if you have someone in your office and you're just really trying to figure out what program might best fit them, give me a call. I am always happy to help you out with that. Give me a call. I'm walk you through it together with you and the student, and we can find that perfect program for them. Again, if you ever have any questions, please let me know. I'm always happy to help. Have a great day.